The scorching temperatures in Canada eased slightly on Wednesday, but that certainly did not bring any relief. Lytton, a town in central British Columbia, broke Canada's all-time hottest temperature record 3 times this week, eventually climbing to 121 degrees Fahrenheit. On Wednesday, temperatures were forecast to reach 107 degrees. One government climatologist who described this week's heat wave as spectacular and unprecedented says the heat wave still looks this week to erase high temperature marks set decades ago. At least 233 people died in BC between Friday and Monday. According to the Provincial Coroner's Service, that's about 100 more deaths than the average 4-day period. Across the country, residents are trying to stay safe and beat the heat. Some are seeking shade or water. Many are seeking air conditioners, and bottles of water are being distributed to those in need. The extreme heat has closed schools.
Endured temperatures close to 50 degrees on Tuesday. The day before, more than 1,000 residents from the area were forced to flee their homes because of the flames. Gordon Murray was one of those who had to evacuate and captured this extraordinary footage. And Gordon joins me now. Gordon, thank you for being with us. You have captured scenes of absolute devastation. Just describe for us what it was like.
Well, thanks for having me. It was apocalyptic is really the only words I can use to describe it without exaggeration. As you can see from the footage, there were fires on both sides of the road, and the buildings just bursting into flames, trees exploding. You could hear them. And we had no idea how bad it was. Situation was, and there was no information. So when the cell service died, we realized we just had to get out of there. So, but it's difficult. We've just discovered basically last night, because when we left, our house was still intact, but we discovered that there's been some aerial photos published in our house, and 95%, if not 99% of the other houses have been completely wiped off the map. The town doesn't exist anymore.
Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that, Gordon. What was going through your mind as you were driving through those flames, given that the speed that this had engulfed the community, catching residents by surprise, and you're driving, trying to get out of it?
Well, yeah, it was just complete shock because we had no idea that it was this bad. As I said, we were on the edge of the edge of the village away from where the fire started. So we didn't realize how bad it was until we started driving through it. But I just want to point out that this is really, it's a Lytton story, but it goes far beyond that, because that day before, 4 other communities in BC exceeded the all-time Canadian heat record. So this is a climate change story. It's just, there's no doubt about it. There's we were not prepared for it. And, London is at about the same latitude as Lytton. So this is coming for everybody, even in temperate countries. We need to start. We're long past starting. We should have started a long time ago, but we need to tackle climate change in a very, very serious way. We need to decarbonize our economy, because this is going to be coming for everyone very soon. That's the story here, is that nobody thought it was going to happen. Nobody knew it was going to happen. And with 15 minutes, the entire town was on fire.
Gordon,
we grabbed our pets and just started driving. We didn't even know which way to head because there was smoke and fire everywhere. And fortunately, we made it through.
And where are you and how are you now, Gordon?
We're in shock, obviously.
People are being encouraged to go to cooling centres to combat the extreme heat.
It's just unbearable. It's impossible to be out. So, never seen anything like this. I hope it never becomes like this ever again. It's not really pleasant. This is too much summer for us here.
But some are surprising, with temperatures exceeding 45 degrees in some places and feeling close to 50 degrees in others because of the humid conditions. Some are